Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 130 of Let's Play The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. And we're going back in this corridor, because fuck me, I guess? I think the Spectres seem to agree with that, but... Wait. Don't hit someone from behind the back. Play fair. Let's keep going.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Oh, a pentangle.
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles. Beeswax candles, blood pacts, or on foreign presences. A tome about parleying with demons.
Whoever summons a visitant or into our realms risks much, whether flickering as a spirit in the ether or inhabiting the flesh of a designated host. The visitant shall strive to attain its liberty, and if it does, it shall wreak great havoc. Thus, a visitant must be summoned only with a protective circle, which shall bind it as no fetters could. The circle must be complete and eternal, with no ruptures. Its lines must be drawn with a steady hand, firmly gripping the chalk. Since a stray step made through the carelessness or the visitant's trickery can smudge the line, the circle must be further secured in a barrier in the form of lit candles made of beeswax. A circle thus protected shall stand as a sure and inescapable prison for the visitant.
Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter.
Is that the chalk?
The gates of mystery between worlds. The library of an occultist.
Of all the beings inhabiting the outer spheres, the spirits of the elements are the most foreign to human nature. They possess a will of their own and are intelligent, though not in the way of men, for there is no way to fathom their drives and intentions. Genies, the most powerful of the elemental spirits, prove the most difficult for men to commune with. Only the true masters of magic have perfected this art, which demands long years of study and risky experiments. Yet even the most adept at the magic cannot tame a genie, merely force it to perform a certain act against its own volition. They say the mage Stammerfold once commanded a Dao to move a mountain, blocking the view from his tower, but even he could not convince a genie to be willing to help him be a willing helpmate in his work or give sound advice, for the reasoning of these creatures is beyond human understanding. Interesting, and there's the chalk.
Chalk, blood. For some kind of magic, I bet. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles. What about this? Not even a fizzle. How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time! Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace. What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee! Damn it! flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Damn it. Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside.
Right.
Olgierd, Iris, and her father.
Alright, let's see what's missing with this one. Let's pick up all the crap we can.
Beer tankard. But there was vodka in it, so this is when he started smoking. Probably not right. Probably not right. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. A knife covered in blood. Guess Olgierd got the scars on his shoulders that winter, drained to the last drop. Probably not right.
What am I missing? Oh.
A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd.
Prenuptial agreement. We understand, we, the undersigned, Iris Bielowitz and Olgierd von Everec, have agreed to seal our love in a marital contract and to bind ourselves to a certain covenants. That this document stands as an oath before the gods and all that we hold holy, that till death do us part. We shall treat one another with mutual respect and give due hearing to each other's requests and opinions. If separation shall come, we shall each retain all property, both movable and immovable, which we brought into the marriage, and additionally each shall keep any presents given by the other during the duration of the marriage. The income which each receives, each shall spend as he or she sees fit, which, with all costs related to the maintenance and upkeep of mutual possessions being divided equally between the parties. Signed, Iris Bielowitz and Olgierd von Everec.
Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
Father! Father! No!
Servants, take this carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Well then.
How you like that silver?
I'm assuming, Geralt, they don't like it that much. I can't fucking see what's happening.
Everett ceased to be human.
Though he still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Animal hair. A large clay bowl. Small bowl. For soup, maybe? There we go.
Gonna assume this guy gets the bigger one.
Think this was yours. Single place setting. No others on the table. Probably not right.
So he was holding something that I need to find. I don't think it'd be up here. Okay, looks like I'm not going to get down the quick way. I'm going to have to go down the long way. Lovely. Just what I needed. Just what I needed. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ.
Platter. Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on in that head of yours. I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
His spectre now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
Lovely.
My dearest wife. Letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade. Especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
I have no clue how to do this anymore.
Not too late to surrender.
That's a dangerous man we've chosen to deal with, witchy.
Shit in hell. What the actual fuck? My fucking health regeneration is shit.
You under the delusion.
That was the wrong fucking thing I want to do, Quen. One minute, I'm gonna get myself a bit more comfortable for fighting. I didn't think I'd be fighting so soon. Shit, now. So times like this, I realise that my skill in this game is really low. I'm pretty sure I fucked myself by getting them all up. I have no fucking clue how to do this.
The Witcher shall soon be buried. The skies weep.
I really cannot fucking... Jesus Christ.
Not good.
Fucking hell.
The Witcher shall be buried. The skies weep.
Alright, let's try grape shotting. Shitting hell, they eat like a fucking lead balloon. Pretty sure I'm doing this wrong. At this point, I'm just dodging to try and keep myself alive. I'm pretty sure Northern Wind is pointless, but... let's try some Dimeritium, see if that helps. And if not, let's just get a low-level grape shot on there as well. Yes, Dimeritium does help. There we go.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband's got a powerful enemy. Gaunter O'Dim. Know the name?
I curse the day I first heard it.
Who is he, and how'd he step into your lives?
It's my fault. It was for me Olgierd summoned the Man of Glass. And it was my fault he wished for riches, then immortality for us both. Olgierd will best O'Dim, won't he? Now tell me, how is my husband?
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until there is nothing at all.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger? I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
Glass that can't be broken?
So long.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
Right, it's time to go meet Olgierd. First things first, though. Let's get some flipping health back up, and get my pots back. All right, yeah, we have to go through the side, little wall. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was. Yeah, I forgot. That was actually a lot shorter than I remember it being. Like, I always remember that taking a lot longer when I originally did this. Probably because I knew for the most part where I was going, so you know I didn't have to look around. Well, I still looked around a lot, but I guess I didn't have to think as much as I originally did. But it's still, like I said, I'm not the best with like the jump scary type things, which they're not really jump scares, they're more frill scares, but still, or jump frills, but. Still, it is honestly probably the best part of this part of the story, even if it is the most reluctant part to me, because it's. I don't do good with jump scares, guys. I don't do it. Like, there's a reason I'm a strategy player. I play strategy games and like role-playing games. Although I do play horror D&D, that doesn't count though. Horror D&D just doesn't count. But yeah, it's honestly just some of the best thing, and I can't fucking see jack shit.
How you like that silver?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I wonder. No, it doesn't affect them. I mean, I can fucking hope, can't I? I'm pretty sure harpies are the cousins, like harpies and what's it called, the siblings or cousins, or they both exist on a similar genus. Couldn't just let me stab you to death, could you?
Great.
Where the fuck are you? Oh, lovely. I don't know what the fuck I've stepped in, but... Will you go fucking down and stay down? I don't really know why people use heavy, like, shots. Apart from the Rend. Apart from Rend, the heavy attacks just seem to do like a couple of hundred more damage, but the amount of time you could, like in the attack of 2 light attacks, you've already done that extra damage, so it's pointless. I don't know where I am. Never been here before, so let's do a quick search. I was going to end the try and get to the thing and end the part, so I think we're going to finish exploring here and then we'll end the part. Because, well, we've already hit the half an hour mark, so it's probably for the best. I can't fucking see jack shit because of that sun. It doesn't seem to be much in this part, but I will say we'll just quickly get up here as well. Ah. Oh, no, it's not a monster nest. So that is like a ramp they could take off from, I guess. Don't know why I expected there to be anything up there. There wasn't. Oh well, let's get down from here and we'll... I was about to say shit, do I have to drop down there? But yeah, it's not that bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very close to Toussaint. Or, well... A fucking forktail? What the fuck did I do to piss off a forktail? We got a journal which I'm going to read before we end this part because it had a blue thing on it. Fragment of Nicholas Vogel's laboratory notes. I've acquired the eggs. They cost a fortune, left me with barely enough funds to pay the rent for my laboratory. But now I can begin my work in earnest. I'll soon show those pea-brained admirals of ours that airborne armies are the future of warfare, and the first such army shall be my creation, and shall proudly bear the name of the Redanian Air Force. They've hatched, never seen harpies so tiny and, dare I say, cute. They have no bosoms yet, but do have enormous heads and equally enormous appetites. Bird-like, though. Bird-like through and through. My first entertainment with them have brought promising results. The young harpies eat out of our hands, and sometimes eat our hands as well. My assistants already lost 2 fingers. The alderman of Hedel came skittering into our tower, desperately bawling about spiders plaguing his village, begging for our help, weeping for their picked-upon livestock and offspring, who suffer the most from the arachnoid bites. One swarm of mindless eating machines preying on another. How dare he interrupt my work on the Wunderwaffe for such banalities? Instead of the arachnocide he requested, I gave him a ball of arachnomorph pheromones. Won't he be in for a surprise? But do the peasants not say spiders and snake a happy home make? I'm sure I've heard them say something of the sort. Our funds are nearly exhausted. I shall be forced to take something from the rainy day stash I hid from Hubert in the top floor of the tower. The bulk of our outflow goes towards the purchasing of pork, which, for the harpies devouring, are gargantuan qualities. Perhaps if we were to dress one up in Redanian armour and now and present it at court, the king himself would become our patron. No. The entire squadron must be present, else Radovid will deem the whole undertaking a farce. It seems our harpies have grown tired of pork. I found scraps of Hubert's overalls in one of their cages. No great loss. Hubert had already lost 8 fingers feeding them. Couldn't even grip a broom. Catastrophe has struck. Someone opened all the cages and let out the harpies. I'm sure I'll find them wheezing their last in the grass outside the tower. After all, no one has fed them for a week. Well, I will do that quest, ladies and gentlemen, in the next part. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys then.